There's a traditional view that leaders are born and not made, that leaders are a little bit like top flight athletes. And so the theory goes that not everybody can be a Usain Bolt. Fact is that Usain Bolt was born with the necessary qualities, the attributes, the physical qualities to enable him to be the fastest person on the planet. And we thought about leadership in the same respect, and we have referred to leaders as having a set of traits, the most important of which is charisma. And charisma is something that you're born with. It's almost a divine gift and not something that can be learned. It's not a skill, it can't be taught. You either have it or you don't. The implication being, like Usain Bolt, you either have it or you don't. You're either born with it or you don't, and only few of us are born with it. So only a few of us are destined to lead. And these leaders, whomever they are, and irrespective of the context in which they find themselves, will always rise to a leadership position because the cream always rises to the top. The answer is, the reality, it's nonsense. In today's age, which is a more complex operating environment, it's a more uncertain future, it's more changeable, both in terms of frequency of change, but also what's actually changing, the degree of change to every aspect of how we do business, every aspect of how we organise, every aspect of how we interact and come together to produce something more than any one individual can. It's simply not true that we need to find that 1 in 1 million talent to lead our organisations. Everybody has the capacity for leadership. If you start to think of leadership as being something other than a series of traits, which you either have or you don't have, beyond one's own personal control or ability to influence, but actually seeing it as a set of behaviours and a set of skills, but also a set of roles. Our organisations' work in future will require all of us to be capable of analysing and then scanning our environment, of influencing others to do something different from what they might otherwise choose to do, of acting as a figurehead, of political brokering, of allocating resources, of motivating, of all of these things. No role will be untouched from that, except the most basic of roles, which will likely be automated anyway. So really, the challenge for us, and it's a leadership challenge, but at all levels and for everybody, is to escalate our personal capability to fulfill our potential for creativity, for initiative, for passion and for influence, and not simply expect to go to work to do 9 to 5, but to actually see work as something intrinsic to our own personal purpose and fulfillment.